Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. You know who I am, and I hate all of you. Meow. Well, Susie, there's no need for you to be like that. Well, there is a need for me to be like that, so there. Meow. Hi, I'm Kerrie. And I'm Humphrey. Who's ready to hit everybody who's looking to spoil the She-Hulk series with Stormbreaker? Hey, not cool. Is that called to spoil the show, Namor, the submariner? That's right. Do you know what? Yeah. Especially everybody's out there trying to spoil the show. Even though we're not supposed to be spoiling nothing. Yeah. Now let's make sure some idiots don't go spoiling nothing. That's right. Loki. That's right. Oh, hello everybody. Deadpool here. And get out of here, Deadpool! Ow, 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 ow! Hey, out, Deadpool! Yeah, Deadpool, nobody likes you. Oh, look at that. Hello everyone. I'm on TV and Talking Thursdays. And there's Namor the Submariner. Ooh, get out of here, Deadpool. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Today we got two things to talk about. And it is called, number one, we're talking the She-Hulk series. And this time it is a spoiler-free review. Oh, wait. The spoiler-free review? Oh, no. Actually, we're going to, since everyone's seen it, we need to talk about everything. Oh, yeah. One, it's going to be about She-Hulk. Two, we discover one of the series' biggest secrets that he couldn't keep from us. Yep. And three, more importantly, there's only one other thing we get to talk about. And what is it? The Gene Roddenberry Tribute Show! Yes! And look, here comes Jennifer herself. Hello, guys. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer, you said you had something to share with us. Oh, yes. Oh, there are some things I needed to tell everyone. Hey, if you're watching this, all of you are about to be as shocked as the toys were when we find out the truth about Steve. Oh, that's right. Oh, is he okay? Yeah, and then we're going to find out. Well, actually, the boys and I have been taking some bets over if Steve was a virgin or not. Ah, yes, Jacqueline. Yep. Oh. So, at the end of the show, we're going to determine who was right. And who has to pay $100 each. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, there's one good thing that's going to come out of it. What is it? It's called. I hope there are no Homelanders allowed. Homelander? What's a Homelander? Hello, everybody in the place. And toys. It's your favorite superhero, Homelander. Oh, God, not you. Really, Homelander? You are awful. We don't like you. Aw, you don't like me. You don't like me. Aww. That's right. Stupid. Homelander, how thanks? Oh, yeah. I'm so awesome. He's awful. Really? And what about you, Miss She-Hulk? Are you related to the Hulk? That's my cousin. Oh. And yes, I am shamelessly going to break the fourth wall. Excuse me, that's my job. Shut it, Deadpool! I am sick and tired of this Deadpool. Yeah, look at this. It is a comedy, a legal comedy. That's right. We're here to have a little comedy. And it's time to laugh endlessly. And because of that, it's going to be so funny that, well, here it is. Now, we're doing She-Hulk. And we're going to be doing She-Hulk for the next few weeks. So Rings of Power is going to have to take a back seat. Yep. That's right. And the next thing you better talk about is me, Loki. Loki. How many times do I have to remind you? It's not about you. Jeez, is this Star Baby okay? Unfortunately, he is done with everyone. Unfortunately, Tiamut is correct. I do not have patience for anyone. Oh, come on, Star Child. It's not that bad. Yeah, and besides, we're doing today, we're going to be doing the Gene Roddenberry Tribute Show. Gene Roddenberry Tribute Show? Yep. And in this show, we're going to be talking about Gene Roddenberry and how he made Star Trek. And now this time, we're going to talk about everybody he worked with on Star Trek. How did he get them? And for that, we're going to have to start delving into people's private lives, including William Shatner, who was Captain Kirk. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal, though, when we find out that he was the last man standing. The last one standing. Yeah. And then we're going to pay homage to Nichelle Nichols for everything she did since she became captain. Captain? She was captain of a certain starship that a certain person called Jean-Luc Picard worked on before he took over as captain of the Enterprise. So, yep, it's true. Uhura was the one who took Jean-Luc under her wing and taught him everything he needed to know about being an effective starship captain. Oh, that's right. Well, and of course, we're already taking looks at reviews of She-Hulk. Well, and where's the jury? It's just Ryan, Leroy, and Elena. All right, jury, what's your verdict? We find wait, we're supposed to say it together. Okay. We are all in favor of the show about the scary green lady. It works! Yes! Hooray! Okay, everybody. Now that that's settled, we're going to take a 10-minute break because Sprite, yes, we need our tea and cookies. Yep, and I would like a large glass of coconut water, which you will not drink and not share. Oh, Morbius. And everybody's getting in to start working for today. So, okay. We'll be right back after 10 minutes to do the Gene Roddenberry Tribute Show. Yes! Attention, everyone. We now present to you another round of the Gene Roddenberry Tribute Show. Yes! Oh, no. No, not this again. What are you talking about, Loki? We're doing the Gene Roddenberry Tribute Show. Yeah, the show that is dedicated to Gene Roddenberry. Why are we doing this? Because it's important for all of us to remember where we've been. Yeah. Now, we need to talk about his greatest hits. Star Trek. Yes! The original Star Trek. Oh, yeah. Not the Next Generation Star Trek. Yep, not the Next Generation Star Trek, okay? Ugh. I mean, not so bad. But we're talking the original Star Trek. The show created by Gene Roddenberry. Yep. Say that tomorrow will be the 101st anniversary of his birth. We are going to be talking about Star Trek. Yes! Okay, first. Okay, before we forget, we have to remember this and only this. What is it? The show takes place in 2266 to 2269. The ship and its crew are led by Captain James T. Kirk, First Officer and Science Officer Spock, and Chief Medical Officer Leonard H. McCoy, also known as Bones. Oh, so it's all about Kirk, Spock, and Bones. Yep, the main three. Yep, but they weren't the only ones. I mean, we've seen them, but they ain't the only ones. Because all we have Uhura, Scotty, Sulu, and Chekhov. Yeah, and now we need to talk about how did Gene Roddenberry get the characters? Yeah, how did he get all the characters? Okay, so we've already heard the story of what led him to making Star Trek. Yeah, it's all about space travel. Space travel? Yep, all about space travel. So, it's all about space travel? Yeah. And so, and he wanted to use Star Trek to show us where humanity should be going. That's right. But first, let's talk about everything. Yep. First, we talk about Captain Kirk, the commanding officer. Yeah, his best friends are Spock and McCoy. One uses logic, the other uses emotional instincts.
Yeah, and given that we've been over the years, we've seen Spock and Bones going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, while providing us with some endless entertainment. Leonard Nimoy is Spock, who's half human, half Vulcan. Where is he? He is second in command. So he uses logic to solve problems and is best friends with Kirk. Next, we get Bones.
Oh, yeah, the chief medical officer, who's Kirk's other best friend.
And he uses human emotional feelings, which is opposite to Spock using logic. Okay, so next in line is Scotty, third in command, who protects the Enterprise.
Yeah, remember when that Klingon opened his big fat dumb mouth and put his foot in it?
Oh, whoa, seriously? Somebody insulted the Enterprise? Did they seriously just go there? Oh, yeah, they went there, and Scotty got so bad, he walked up to him and punched him in the face. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's like that vine where this guy stood on top of the truck saying, "You messing with my truck? You messing with my truck, you little punk? You messing with my truck?"
Yeah, never say the Enterprise is garbage. Boo!
Hooray!
Ugh. Stupid fish. Ugh.
Loki, do not always be angry with him. He is foolish, and he knows not what he is talking about.
Why do you have to be so correct, you little celestial baby? Okay, so let's go back to Scotty. His technical knowledge and skills have saved the Enterprise and its crew on a number of occasions. All right. And Uhura is fourth in command. She is communications officer.
She was not afraid to take control of everything when they needed it.
Like, there was one part where she took control of the wheel, the navigation, the science station, and everything.
Yeah. So she has on a number of occasions saved the lives of her people.
And when she's off duty, she sings. Yeah.
Next we have Sulu, the helmsman.
Yeah, some of the things he's good at are gymnastics, botany, fencing, and ancient weaponry.
Yep. The fencing part is based on the naked time
where he just went crazy and chased everybody around waving a fencing blade
without a shirt on.
Ah! I know. Next, we have Walter Canning, who is Chekhov. And Chekhov was born and raised in Russia. And he was the navigator. We didn't get him to the second season.
Well, of course, there are two others.
Two others? Yep. Nichelle Nichols was Christine Chapel, the head nurse, who works with Dr. McCoy.
Not for him, she works with him.
And not only that, she was computer and first officer in The Cage.
Oh yeah, she also got the Cage treatment, along with Pike and his yeoman. Boo! dermatologians, they tortured him. Hooray! Ah! Hey! Namor the Submariner. How many times do I have to remind you? One coffee shop, one people. Okay? Stop cheering when everyone says boo. I don't think he's going to stop doing that. Shut it, Homelander. Karli, do not waste your time with Homelander. He is an idiot who will never change his ways. What is wrong with that dude? I know, right? He's awful. Ugh, just look at him. He is so despicable. Hey, don't talk about me like that. I am Homelander. You don't exude the hero that America needs. Hey, you're just repeating what that star baby said to me.
And then, of course, we have Janet's friend, who is the yeoman, the one who takes care of the captain. Unfortunately, she was fired after only 8 episodes.
Yep. Well, out of all the people in the room, there's only 3 left.
Because Nichelle Nichols was the last woman standing, and she recently left.
Yep. All we have is Kirk, Sulu, and Chekhov.
And we're pretty sure that Kirk's going to go down with the ship.
Oh, that's sad.
Okay, then let's talk about how did Gene Roddenberry get who he got? So while he was trying to figure out who plays who, he said, okay, I want Bones and Spock to be men. And so, according to the recently departed Nichelle Nichols, they gave her a 3-page script to read. And then they say, would you like to read for the role of Spock?
Oh.
Of course,
come on, it would have been interesting to see her take all those roles.
Come on. The role of Spock is interesting. Spock is Spock. And it's like, what is Spock like? Leonard Nimoy picked up the role. Yeah. Leonard Nimoy picked up the role. But give Gene Roddenberry created the role of Uhura, especially for her. Oh, yeah. Sulu was supposed to be getting a bigger role in the 2nd season. But George Takei was in the Green Berets, so he was only in 11 episodes.
Oh.
It was a war movie, though. Oh, so he was on a war movie. Yep. Walter Koenig was Chekhov.
Oh, yeah, so Chekhov really did see Khan.
Yeah, I bet Khan regrets slapping Uhura across the face because she gave him the stink eye. Yeah. Of course, though.
No, the only reason they gave us Chekhov was because they needed some Russian representation.
That's right.
Yeah, nothing in the show's casting said it was forced.
No, they wanted it all natural.
Oh.
That's right. Unfortunately, we did get the concept of the red shirts.
Yeah, the ones who always die right after we get to meet them.
That sucks. And how? So now, when you go to how did they all get characterized? These were actors nobody knew existed. A lot of them no one knew existed. DeForest Kelley was the bad guy on a lot of his other shows.
Leonard Nimoy, however, was not as well known as you think. So Nimoy and Shatner were both in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And he and DeForest Kelly were in The Virginian. In our Star Trek, Shatner was kind of well known. And there are more? Yeah. And then there were more? Yeah. So what happened after the series ended? A lot of them were typecast because they're like, oh, you were in Star Trek and you did this? Well, we'd like you to do this in our movie. They were typecast. Of course, one of the actors in The Next Generation is like, oh, they getting typecast? I want to be typecast. Look at this. They didn't get jobs after Star Trek. Yeah, but they ended up making 6 movies. 6! Look, the main 3 were Kirk, Spock, and Bones. Yeah, and everybody who wrote the show was trying to figure out, how do we make these 3 get along, even though they're so profoundly different from each other? Kirk is the passionate one, and sometimes he's aggressive, has a strange sense of humor. Spock is the cool logic dude, and Bones is sardonic, emotional, and illogical, and compassionate. And of course they do clash. Yeah, a lot of that we see play out. Oh no, I bet Gene Roddenberry must have had way too much fun putting these 3 together. Yeah. That's right. Of course, though, they didn't like Spock when they first saw him. Come on, he had pointed ears and pointed eyebrows. They thought that's going to scare a lot of people. And then they tried to tell him, drop the Martian. It's like, drop him? No. I'm keeping him. He's a Vulcan and I'm keeping him. Yeah, Gene Roddenberry is like Honey Badger. Honey Badger don't care. Yeah. Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't give a crap. Yeah, that's right. I'm a honey badger. I don't give a crap. You see me give a crap? No way. I don't give a crap. So you gonna tell me what to do? No, I will tear you apart. You think I give a crap? I don't give a crap. Go. Hey, kids. Be like me. Don't give a crap. That's right. Despite all that, Spock became super popular. Oh. Super popular. Of course, he became super popular. They all did. What happens when we had them in other series? Yeah, some of the characters did show up. Unfortunately, Kirk was in Star Trek Generations. Yeah, but the less we speak about that, the better. Yeah, they killed off Kirk. How dare they? Spock became Vulcan ambassador in Unification. And he also came in the 2009 reboot movie. Reboot? That's not called reboot anymore. It's more of an alternate reality. Yeah. And not only that, he got stuck in the 23rd century and went to live on New Vulcan with the Vulcans. And then we even got to see him again in Star Trek Into Darkness, where they called him up and said, hey, have you been how do you know about Khan? It's like, oh no, he's like, oh man, this dude again? He's like, yo, do not want to mess with Khan. Yeah, Khan is just awful. Yeah. And then, of course, we all found out that Spock did die. Oh, yeah, that sucked. Bones was 137 when he was in Encounter at Farpoint. Yeah. And, of course, he left. And then, of course, Scotty went back to work in Relics. and he taught Gordy LaForge everything he knew about engineering. Hooray! And then, of course, there's more. Yeah. Sulu. He was in. Oh yeah, he was captain of the Excelsior in Undiscovered Country. And then of course we got Sarek, who dealt with Picard, and then he reconciles with Spock before he dies. And then we got Ken, Carlos, and Core. They've been working for the Empire all the way to Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine. Darwin was... Hey, you might want to take that. Okay, I got it. Hello, Tea and Token Thursday show. Oh, hello. Sure. Who's calling us? It's for you. Hey, Bella. Hey, Susie. Just letting you know, the script is ready and we need to go down there and rehearse. Thanks, Bella. I'll be sure about that later. Later. Click. Okay, so. There's still more? Oh, yeah. Of course, we got Nichelle Roddenberry, who was computer. And she was Lawana Troy. She was Lawana Troy? Yep. Yeah, she was Deanna Troy's mom and had a thing for Jean-Luc Picard. Well, they got more. Yeah, they were, of course, don't forget all the guest stars that Gene Roddenberry called up and asked, hey, how would you like to be on the show? Oh, yeah. We got Where No Man Has Gone Before. Dana Mulder was returning tomorrow, and Is There in Truth No Beauty? Oh. She was Catherine Pulaski in the second season. Oh. Of Star Trek The Next Generation. Oh my goodness. Yep. So some of these characters are no doubt familiar to you. Oh yeah. They should be familiar to all of us. Yep. So what else do we have? There's more? Yep. Okay. So, here's what we have here. What is it? So, what else do we have here? Okay, so now that that's done, it's time to get to know some of the main members. Mr. William Shatner, who is 91 years old. He's done all of this. He's done all the Star Trek. He was in all but one of the episodes of the animated series and in 7 Star Trek movies. He also wrote Star Trek novels. He was T.J. Hooker, Rescue 911. He was in The Practice in Boston Legal. And did better late than never. Oh, yeah. The one where Henry Winkler, Terry Bradshaw, and George Foreman went traveling. I know.
It was like the show where a bunch of old grandpas go traveling. If the grandmas lived in Florida and ate cheesecake and got into trouble, the grandpas go all over the world and cause trouble there.
Not only that, he sings. Yeah, he sings.
Hey,
Yeah, last year he flew on the Blue Origin. He flew on Blue Origin and went straight to space. Jeez, the oldest person to fly to space when he was 90. Then now let's talk about what it was like for him to be on Star Trek.
yeah. So he was Captain Kirk.
Yeah. Yep. And of course, they liked him so much that they asked him to stay indefinitely. He did.
And not only that, Plato's stepchildren made him make history.
No, of course, according to rumors, he actually wanted in because Plato's stepchildren was supposed to depict Leonard Nimoy in the show Nicole's kissing. But Shatner's like, there's gonna be some kissing. I want in. Well, the rest, they say, was history. Because Shatner and Nichols ruined every take that wasn't supposed to contain the kiss, making it unusable and forcing the studio to just go with the kiss. Yeah, that was, of course, that was, they say, the kiss scene around the galaxy.
Of course, he did that because he's a honey badger and honey badger don't care.
Yeah. And then he turned around and became Kirk.
That's right.
And then not only that, what did he do?
Oh, man.
Well, it took like 8 years to fight typecasting.
Ugh, typecasting. That's right. He's done it all.
He out there promoting stuff. I know. Let's see him when he became Kirk once again. Once again, people like Star Trek so much, they try to get round two. Yep, that's what they need to do. Paramount need to get back on that. Produce round two. Yeah, just one season of What If We Got Round Two. Just one season. One season. And that's that. Yay.
And then he turned around and played Kirk in 7 Star Trek movies.
The first 7. Of course, though, Shatner also famously told a whole bunch of Trekkies, get a life.
Yeah, he's a honey badger. Honey badger don't care.
Yeah, he's a honey badger, and he don't care. He didn't give a crap. It's like, I don't care if you don't like it. Of course, though,
he made fun of all those fans.
He made fun of his character in Airplane the sequel and National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon. And then he became T.J. Hooker. And then he did Boston Legal and Legal Practice.
Oh.
And then, he ended up directing Star Trek Part 5.
That's right. But then, even though
Even though what? Even though he played other roles, we're still going to see him as Captain Kirk. They couldn't even put him in the Kelvin movies without undoing everything else. That's just wrong. To put him in, that would hurt everyone. Yeah, including Shatner himself. Yeah. So there it is. So there's that. So him as being Captain Kirk, that's all we're ever going to know him as. Next, the people he worked with. Leonard Nimoy, the guy who played Spock, who will always be played as Spock. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he died at age 83 in 2015. Oh, yeah. That was heartbreaking. And not only that, what? Now it's time to figure out what was he doing the minute he joined Star Trek. The most iconic role ever. That's right. And not only that, he was responsible for the Vulcan nerve pinch, which you aim for the base of the victim's neck and squeeze till they get knocked out. Whew! Great. And now pop culture has adopted that. So Spock is the logical one. Yep. He was responsible for the Vulcan salute, and the words live long and prosper, Vulcan neck pinch. Yeah. The Vulcan neck pinch. And then he was Spock in everything else. All the way to what? All the way to the Kelvin movies. The Kelvin movies. Yep. First was 2009. Okay, so you said that he was Spock all the way to the Kelvin movies. Yep. That's right. He even stay Spock all the way to the Star Trek movies. And he even directed Star Trek, The Search for Spock. And then he died in The Wrath of Khan. Oh. Yep. That's right. He was also responsible for that one song that annoyed the crap out of everyone. Ugh, the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. So less we say about it, the better. Until we do the Bilbo Baggins show. Right. And not only that, there was that one moment where he went up against John Delancey, who was also known as Q. Yeah, we wanted to see Spock versus Q. Yeah, Q. Yep. Q. Yep, that's right. There's still more. Yeah. Unfortunately, there are other things that we should say. So many of you seem to like Spock. Of course we like Spock. But I do not digress. Because There's someone else that I like more. Who is it? DeForest Kelly?
Yeah, who was he? Okay, let's talk about he was in those Western shows that people watch, but we call him Bones. Bones. Yeah. Unfortunately, what is it? He wasn't very well known until Star Trek. So, of course, he said, "This man's dead, Captain." He said that long before he said it on Star Trek.
Yeah. And now all we keep hearing is sometimes
he will say the words, "He's dead, Jim." Ah, it's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Yep. Unfortunately. Roddenberry wanted him to play Spock, but he said, "Nope, I'd rather be McCoy."
And then he stayed that way all the way to
not just the original series, but the cartoon and all in the movies. And he was also in Encounter at Farpoint. Ah, yep. Of course, he famously said,
"I ain't got no points on your boy, but you sound like a pumpkin."
That's right. Of course, he was kind of jealous of Shatner, because Shatner was Kirk. And Namor, everyone liked him because he was Spock. Yep. He never sold his own story, though. Ah. So he was Bounds, the guy who yells devotion, whereas Spock used logic.
Yeah, this back and forth between them provided a lot of the entertainment
in watching Star Trek. And then, unfortunately, he became typecasted. They always do that.
Of course, though, he did sell his poetry.
And of course, when he was interviewed for a magazine, he said, "I don't want the words 'He's dead, Jim' on my gravestone." Yeah, he's dead, Jim. Of course, when he died in 1999, unfortunately, they said, "Well, he's dead, Jim." They actually said it, too. Oh, right. We're all thinking it, but it had to be said. Well, of course, though, he could never be a doctor, but so many other people did become doctors. Oh, what happened? Well, he had cancer and died. Oh, yep. Wait, is that your favorite character? Unfortunately, there is someone else.
I know, James Doohan, the toughest Scotsman who ever Scotsman.
That's right. He was a pilot. He was there in World War II. Lost part of his hand in combat. Yeah. He even participated in D-Day. That's right. So his name was Scotty. Yeah. But now, where was he before he did Star Trek? That's right.
So he became Scotty?
Yeah. We just can't forget Scotty, ever.
Yep, some of his greatest hits was punching a Klingon in the face for insulting the Enterprise. Boo! Hey, buddy, you don't ever cheer when someone insults the Enterprise. And plus, the Enterprise is not garbage. I will tear you apart if you think that.
And so, he was Scotty all the way to the end.
Yep. Oh, and the first 6 Star Trek movies. Jeez, they were all there.
Yeah.
And he was also in Relics when he was on Star Trek The Next Generation.
And then he was on Star Trek Generations.
Yep. As one of the last few people to see Kirk ever again. Aww. He got typecasted again. And then he realized they're all they're ever going to see is this Scotty. So he took that with what he will. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
He became an engineer, all because he was Scotty.
He was in Knight Rider 2000 as Jimmy Doohan,
the guy who plays Scotty on Star Trek. That's all we're ever going to see him as.
That's right. All we're ever always going to see him Star Trek.
Yep, not too fond of William Shatner, though.
Oh, not too far with that.
Yep. Well, don't worry. They patched up their differences before his death. So, because of him being Scotty, a lot of people went into engineering. Whoa.
And that's why. So, he had 3 wives and 7 children.
And one of them was named Christopher. And his son Christopher was on Star Trek Continues as Scotty. Yeah, if you're going to do a show about Kirk, Spock, and Bones, it makes sense to have Scotty. And then he literally fell and died.
He just died?
Yeah. I mean, well, you just blame. You can blame his death on being exposed to substances during World War II.
War sucks.
So 2 of his kids did Star Trek.
That's right. Chris Doohan also participated in Star Trek Into Darkness as Calvin Star Trek.
And then he was on Star Trek Continues, as we know. So all that is him being... People were going into engineering.
That's right.
Yep. What about anybody else? Nichelle Nichols, who recently left us.
Oh. And what was her tale like?
She was born and raised in Chicago. Well, outside of Chicago. And not only did she play Uhura, she helped recruit people to join NASA. Because back then they were only recruiting those who had been in the military.
So, what was her story?
Well, she was a singer and a dancer. Performed with Duke Ellington and Lionel Hampton. She was in Porgy and Bess, Kicks and Co.
And not only that, so what led her to joining Star Trek? When Gene Roddenberry called her up and said, hey, I hear you're good at what you do. How would you like to be in a show called The Lieutenant? She did. And that episode dealt with racial prejudice. So she was one of the first black females on TV. As we said before, women can only be a maid, a waitress, a secretary, or a homemaker. Heaven forbid she be a career girl. But guess what? She was the first career girl. The first career woman. She wanted to leave because she wanted to go big on Broadway. But when Dr. King found out, he's like, no, don't leave. You're setting an example for what humanity can be. And then, of course, Roddenberry begged her to stay, but she said, nah. And he said, thank it of her. And that's when she met Dr. King. Yeah. So, he said, just because these are tough, he said, don't give up. You're setting an example for everyone. So, she decided to stay. Hooray! So, she went to tell Roddenberry what happened. He said, I tore up the letter. He said, of course you were going to stay. And then she said, look, I met Dr. King. And he told me that he liked what he saw. He's like, yes, finally, somebody who gets it. And not only that, she had participated in a multitude of events. Yeah, Tribbles, Mirror, Gangsters of Triskelion. She had also. And she also participated in the first kiss on Star Trek, where she and Shatner screwed up every take, leaving the producers no choice but to leave in the part where they kiss. That's right. Not only that, it was one of the first kisses on TV. Of course, so, well, as we all know, the Plutosians made him do it. Boo! Dumb old Plutosians. Yeah. Of course, a lot of people liked that. A lot of people watching the show liked it, though. Yeah. Of course, Gene Roddenberry says, hey, we're going to make them kiss. And then Shatner says, I want in. And then Uhura, she's like, yep, I'll go with it. Of course, one guy said, okay, I don't like it when two races mix, but if a guy like Captain Kirk gets a woman in his arm looking like, he ain't gonna fight it. No, he didn't resist. He ain't gonna resist. What man's gonna resist? That's right. She even roasted Shatner. She's like, oh, you want more? Oh, yeah. How's about we make a little more history? So she helped roast William Shatner. So not only that, she participated in not just the original series, but the animated series and the Lorelei Signal, where she took over the Enterprise. She even took over the Enterprise and led a team of women to go save their friends from certain death. She started. She participated in all 6 Star Trek films. Yeah, even helped steal the Enterprise and aimed a gun phaser at a guy crying for adventure. Come on, the guy crying for adventure eventually got one. He got threatened by Uhura. Yeah, when Uhura tells you to do something, you do it. Yes! But then after Leonard Nimoy died, they were one of the last surviving cast members. Now it's Shatner, Takai, and Conan. What'd she do? She ended up
She ended up doing other movies. And not only that, she was in Anthology of Interest Part 1 in Futurama. And she also participated in Where No Fan Has Gone Before. And even said on Futurama that, yes, I get to make out with Shatner in Season 3. Ha! Well, I didn't want to believe it until I watched that episode. And I'm like, holy crap, they did make out. What the heck? She was in The Simpsons. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s mom. And not only that, she was on Heroes. And she was a psychiatrist on The Torturer, The Cabonauts, and Eve. She sings. She even sings. And she even did, her last Star Trek film was Of Gods and Men, where her story, unlike the rest, her story gets a happy ending. So her story is a horror, gets a happy ending. She even worked with NASA. She started Women in Motion, worked with NASA to get more people to join. Among them was Sally Ride and Guyan Bluford. Of course, Judith Resnick and Ronald McNair also joined because of her. Unfortunately, they both fell victim to the Challenger explosion. Oh, well, that sucks for them. There was also Charles Bowden, Frederick Gregory, and Lori Garver. And not only that, Mae Jemison was also recruited to join NASA. And then she was a huge fan of Star Trek and ended up being on an episode of Star Trek. Oh, see, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the butterfly effect. Ah, the butterfly effect. That's right, the butterfly effect. She even got a chance to fly out of Sophia. Oh, to see space. So her last movie was Woman in Motion, where she sold her story. And then, she was involved with Gene Roddenberry. Okay, it was the 60s. Everybody was running around with everybody, okay? Don't be so surprised. She got married. She married twice. Had a son called Kyle, but then one of her brothers was part of Heaven's Gate and died in 1997. What happened? They all killed themselves when Hallie Bop, the comic, came by. I think they all buried him aboard. Oh, that was hard. That's right. Well, she ended up she had a stroke and dementia, and then she pulled the plug on all her appearances. So what happened? She had heart failure and died. Oh. So she died at home. So there you have it. Whoa. I'm like, wow, she lived an exciting life. And then we still have George Takei, a Walter Koenig, who along with William Shatner are the only men still alive. So George Takei was Sulu, Okay, let's talk him. What's his story? He did monster movies. He did Playhouse 90, The Case of the Blushing Pearls, Hawaiian Eye. Oh, he was in Perry Mason. And so how did he get to Star Trek? Easy. In 1965, Gene Roddenberry nabbed him and said, "Hey, I see some of your movies, and I like what I see. How would you like to be on a little show called Star Trek?" He's like, "Okay." So he became helmsman, and they wanted him to expand in the second season, but he ended up joining John Wayne in a movie called The Green Berets. That's why we got Chekhov. That's right. Well, don't worry, they eventually got along. Hey, and Cannon got along, because, come on, every time we think Enterprise, yeah, we see Captain Kirk sitting in his chair, Spock and Bones sitting next to him, Uhura sitting behind them. We got Scotty doing his engineering stuff. And next we have Sulu and Chekhov doing the driving. Yeah, that's all we see. That's what we see. That's what we always see. And that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, there was that. He also participated in the animated series and 6 Star Trek movies. Yep. He became captain of the Excelsior. Why would he do that? In the Undiscovered Country, and then turned around and came back to help his friends when they needed it. And not only that, he had issues with Shatner. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, here's how the issue started. What? He was evil Sulu. Oh, yeah, evil Sulu in Mirror Mirror. And good Captain Kirk beats him up. Yay! Didn't he do Voyager? Yep. He even... oh, yeah, they even roasted each other. Yeah, and that's when they roasted William Shatner on Comedy Central. That's all they do. They just talk bad jokes about each other. Bad jokes. And not only that, he sold his story. He actually sold his story. Yeah. And he also, he was also among those sent to the internment camps when he was a teenager. Oh, see, 85. So he's old. He's old. So some of the other things he's done was Heroes. Yeah. One of his kids on the show was into Star Trek. He was in all 4 seasons of Heroes. He also did Secret Talents of the Stars, where he sings. And then they pulled the plug on that. He did I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And, oh yeah, he also participated in the Clone Wars. Clone Wars. One of the only people from Star Trek to jump into Star Wars. And so he did all of that. So he did all that. And he was a major Fruit of the Loom. A Fruit of the Loom? He's a major Fruit of the Loom. A major Fruit of the Loom. Yep. And there is that. Okay, and the last one. Walter Koenig. The guy who played Chekhov. Oh, yeah, his birthday's about to come up real soon. So he's done it all. Oh, yeah, but now let's talk about where did he go? Like Nichelle Nichols, Koenig was a lieutenant. Ah. There's that. So, he did not join Star Trek until the second season. Ah. And he continued to be in he was in the rest of the series, and he did the first 6 Star Trek movies, and he was in Star Trek Generations. And then they even said he looked like Davy Jones of the Monkees. Ah, what's that? That was a popular British rock band. Ah. So that's why Roddenberry hired him. Yeah, to get younger people to like the show. Even though they said that a Russian newspaper complained that they didn't have Russians in there. Oh yeah. Well, by the time Star Trek came along, there might not be a Russia or a different form of Russia. But come on, the Russian jokes are funny. That's right. Yeah. So he was like the comic relief. The comic relief? Yeah, a little of the So he was, and given that he was the comic relief, yeah, given that he was the comic relief, come on, we loved. We liked him at the comic relief. Wait, but there is still more. Still more. Because he did other things relating to the exciting world of science fiction. Science fiction? Like what? Some of his later works were, he was on Babylon 5. Babylon 5 as Alfred Bester. Ah, that's right. He also did. He also participated in the Star Trek movies and did Star Trek Generations, only for a few seconds. Oh, and then there were other shows that he did. He was on Star Trek New Voyages, Star Trek Renegades, and Star Trek of Gods and Men. So since 2015, this was his last job as Chekhov. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately. Wait, you don't like him? I have not been impressed with all of you explaining the characters to me. Come on, Star Child. You love our story, don't you? Wait, there's one more character that Gene Roddenberry worked with. Oh, yeah. And that person,
he worked with ended up becoming his wife.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, now, her name was Nichelle Roddenberry.
What was her deal?
She was number one in the cage. What does that mean? She got the cage treatment. Not the cage treatment. Why would they cage her? What did she ever do to them?
What did she do to them?
Well, hey, they didn't like her on the show, so they wanted her out.
But the joke was on them because she became somebody else. Her name was Chapel. Oh, people keep saying every day
or every other episode she shows up.
And not only that, she did like Spock. But Spock is part Vulcan and they don't do emotions, they do logic.
Yeah. And I mean, Spock and Chapel were forced to kiss because of the Platotians. Platotians!
I can't stand Platotians. And then she also participated in the Star Trek movies and got promoted several times.
Yep.
And even participated in the animated episode where Uhura took command and she even helped save Spock and the others from certain death.
Yep. Oh, wait. That wasn't the last time we heard from her.
What is it?
She was Lwaxana Troi, who every so often would appear in Star Trek The Next Generation. She's visiting her daughter Deanna, who is ship's counselor, and annoyed the crap out of Jean-Luc Picard. That is what I like about her.
Wait, Star Trek doesn't like anybody in the original series, and yet he likes her in The Next Generation.
Jeez. He's so done with everyone.
Yeah, that's right. She had a thing for him, and he couldn't stand it.
Yep.
And not only that, she was computer.
Computer. The voice of the computer. From the beginning, from almost the beginning of the series, all the way to 2009 Star Trek.
Ah. So that was like her last job, to be the computer.
Yep. She also went to Star Trek conventions all the way up to her death.
Oh, yeah. So her voice in the Star Trek movie
was her final appearance.
Oh.
She did Genesis 2, Questor tapes, Spectre, Westworld, The Domino Principle, and The Man in the Santa Claus Suit.
Oh.
She also produced Earth Final Conflict and Andromeda. And she even appeared on Babylon 5.
Goodness. Oh, she did Babylon 5? Yep.
And she even did Family Guy, where she was the computer.
And one more thing. Her voice was the basis of Alexa from Amazon. Yep.
See, look at that. She is the first lady of Star Trek who married Gene Roddenberry after his first marriage went kaput. And she had Rod Roddenberry.
And then she lost her husband when he died in 1991. And there's that. So she was cremated and buried in space. Yep. And there's that part of the story. So, now that we've learned about everybody who Gene Roddenberry worked with, here it is. Here it is. No matter how many times you've seen Star Trek, you will always go back to the original. And how many times you've seen them in other movies, your mind will automatically go back to when they were all on Star Trek.
Yep. Unfortunately, though, it is only Shatner, Takai, and Koenig. And they're the only ones still alive now.
Yep. And there's that. Okay, folks, we're going to take a short break. And when we get back, we got pop culture news and other things. Yes! Okay, Ryan and Leroy, are you guys ready? And Atlanta, too. Okay, you three, it's time to get to work. Okay, today, folks, it's time to talk about She-Hulk. Yes! Okay, we've all seen the first episode.
Yep. And
This part of the show contains spoilers for everybody who hasn't seen She-Hulk. Yeah. And if you've gotten to this point and you haven't watched She-Hulk, what are you doing here? Yeah. Okay. So here it is. It's time for the She-Hulk show. Yep.
okay. So when we do that, we, the toys, are in favor of the story about the scary green lady. The show works.
Yes! That's right. You see, it's a sitcom. The first sitcom of the MCU.
Yeah, it is. And if you can get that right, you can do it all.
And then, of course, look at this. We love it. Yeah, I thought it was pretty great. Okay, Jennifer, break it down. Well, let's see. My cousin Bruce, I, and myself are going for a drive when the spaceship forces us off the road. Yikes. That's right. Yeah. And then I opened my eyes and I realized, holy crap, I'm a green lady. Well, but every time you fall asleep, you wake up as Jen. Yep.
But you just turn into yourself, but green.
Yep. We want to say Look, we want to see more interesting stories. Yeah, there's that. Don't worry. We get to hear a powerful lawyer. Yeah.
Well then.
Well, my biggest challenge is I have to fight Titania. Hey! Hey! Ow! Hey! You can't get in here! Hey! Whoa! What? Somebody just shoved me out of the way. Hello, everyone. And toys, I'm going to ruin your show. Hey! Oh no, you are too annoying. Sorry, Titania. Hey, what are you doing? Out you go. No interrupting the show.
She'll be back.
Don't worry. I can just keep kicking her out. That's right. Something bad guys that'll annoy the crap out of you. I'll filter her. Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. People like it? People enjoy it?
Wait! Where's your alter ego? Oh, my alter ego? I'm in full control of myself.
Yeah. But every time I transform, I become the Hulk.
Sure, Bruce.
No. I don't want any Hulks. I don't want any She-Hulks. Bleh.
Well, you do have to deal with the fact that you are not who you are. I know. I am a high-profile lawyer. I don't have time to be a Hulk. Look, I'm She-Hulk, okay? I can control my powers. Yep. Oh, that's right. Well, what made you different?
Well, hey, he has dissociative identity disorder.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, guys.
Still being a danger? Still being the one who knocks?
Yeah, that's right. Ugh. I was really trying to hold it in. This woman came here and just started annoying the crap out of me. Ugh.
What did you do to her?
I slapped her with the back of my right hand and kept going. I'm like, ugh, I can't stand her.
That's Titania. She's here to annoy you. Yeah, I'm sick of her. Fear to her. Yep.
At least, though, anger and fear do play a role.
But this is all part of my daily life. And then what happened? We can't... Well, it's only just one episode. Yep, there's one episode. It's just one episode.
Yep. Don't worry, guys. I'll be there.
Daredevil?
Yep. Hey, guys. Kingpin. Hope y'all ready for the gun show.
Get out of here! Whoa! Sorry, buddy. No kingpins allowed. One coffee shop, one people.
Hey.
You heard her. No kingpins.
Yeah.
Okay, so. And what about the story? Wait, who knocked her off the road? Karli, who knocked you off the road? Knocked me off the road? I'll tell you not the road. Dumb old John Walker and his dumb friend. Hey, stop making fun of us. I believe they were talking about me. What knocked me off the road? A spaceship? Wait, hold up.
This story seems a little familiar while we were on a road trip. Well, we talked about Bruce going back to human form and Steve Rogers being a virgin. Place your bets, everybody! Place your bets! Come on. Everyone's already placing their bets. Yeah, someone to place their bets. Yep. $10 says you're wrong. I hate you.
And then, of course, she got knocked over the side of the road because you were talking about eating Cheetos with chopsticks.
Come on. Cheetos with chopsticks prevent you from having orange fingers. Hey, wait a minute. Who put a spaceship in the middle of the road? Yeah. Who did that? Wait a minute. What if he had a son? A son?
Oh, wait a minute. What if Hulk had a son?
Wait, I had a son? I mean, well, look, I was the Hulk for 2 years. You probably had a son, and he's out there looking for you. Yeah, I didn't even know I had a son until Scar came along.
Oh, that's right. Maybe he was coming over here to say hi to you.
Yeah, well, if my son got snapped to death, I already know who to blame.
Damn old Thanos!
Wait, are we getting World War Hulk? Well, stay tuned, everyone. Stay tuned. Okay. There's still more. Wait. We could be getting...
Wait, could be what?
We could be getting World War Hulk. Yes. Yeah, come on. World War Hulk. Yep.
Wait a minute. Grandmaster's still looking
For you. Yeah, but I'm not the Hulk he thinks I am. No. Oh, look at that. It's Loki. No. Oh, come on, Loki. Give me a hug. No, I do not do hugs. Oh, why can't you let me hug you? Because, Grandmaster, if, and only if, I have to get a hug from you, I have to get a hug from the following. Who? Sprite. Hello, Loki. Tiamut. Hello, Loki. The Star Child. Aww. And there's also the Billy and Tommy, and the Eli, and the Kate Bishop, and the Kamala Khan, and the America Chavez. What about me? Ugh. You too, Eli Bradley. Even if I mentioned you already. And then there's also the Oakley. And worst of all, Morgan Starks. Hi, Loki. Hi, Loki. Hey, what's up, Loki? Let's give him hugs. No. No hugs. Loki. Read the rule. What rule, Karli? Oh, look. Oh, Loki has to have hugs. Well, there's a rule I can follow. Okay, kids, let's all give him hugs. No! Yes! Oh, we love you, Loki. Ugh. I am tired of getting hugs from small children.
That's right. What if they didn't have to? What if they don't have to give us World War Hulk?
Hey, everybody, I'm looking for my dad. Is he here? Oh. No, not another Hulk. Not another Hulk. My name's Scar, and I'm here to give you a hug, 'cause you look like you need a hug. No hug, no hug. Oh, now, Loki, you need hugs. That's right, Loki. You have to have hugs. And if you don't, I know, Hulk smash. Ooh.
Hey, wait a minute. What if we get Immortal Hulk?
Yeah.
Of course. Look, they already pushed boundaries. They've already pushed boundaries. Look, they already pushed boundaries in the MCU when it comes to Hulk.
Yeah, look, we got Doctor Strange and Moon Knight. They're already pushing boundaries. Yeah, besides, Doctor Strange is terrifying.
Yep. And Moon Knight gave us breakdowns that hurt too much. Wait, it's not like they can't do a few tweaks and bring the story to life.
Of course.
Yeah, we don't want to see any scaries. Yeah, we don't want to see any scaries. We've had enough of scaries. Of course, though, there's one more thing we need to talk about.
The bromance.
It's a bromance between Tony Stark and Bruce Banner.
Bromance. That's what friendship is all about.
That's right. Yeah, Bruce is the way he is today because he was friends with Tony Stark.
Oh. That's right. I think they are friends. And that's annoying. Hey, wait a minute.
That's right. Tony and Bruce became friends in the Avengers movie. Yep. And then, of course, at the end of the Avengers movie, that's when a friendship is born. Hooray!
Yeah, Bruce was always hyped for people. Yeah. I mean, it's embarrassing. I'm the Hulk. But when I became friends with Tony, things got better.
A lot better.
Well, actually, because Tony and I stayed friends, he helped me build my hideout and my lab.
That's right. Even though the rest of Avengers disappeared,
we stuck together.
Yep.
Yep. Across this phase, Chapter 4 of the MCU is all about grief, trauma, loss, pain, and eventually learning how to pick yourselves back up and keep going. I mean, even some of the newer heroes had to deal with tragic backstories.
Yep. So what's next? I'll tell you what's next. It's all about grief, pain, sadness.
Yeah, even some of the new superheroes we have
to have characters that have tragic backstories.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Well, hey, this is a big moment. Okay, you were saying that, well, it's all about the bromance, right? Right, wait. There's one more thing we have to discuss. Why?
When Iron Man built the lab, well, between Infinity War and Endgame.
You're right. Wait, weren't you in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings?
Yep. I've been living in Mexico. I got away from unwanted attention, too many unwanted guests. Hey, I needed it.
So there it is. He did that after a snap.
Yep.
So why?
Because he said it was just a loner. But it was for me to work in peace. And to mourn all my lost years of the car.
Yep. So they're all of that.
Yeah. I was able to be in a safe place where nobody could get hurt if I ever turned into a Hulk again.
Wait! One more thing. It's official, folks. Captain America is not a virgin. Spill the tea. Okay, we're gonna spill the tea. We're gonna spill the tea.
Yeah. The world thinks he's dead, right?
Look, he was not a virgin when he died in Endgame.
Yeah, besides, he and Peggy had kids.
Yep. He couldn't even date. Yeah, of course, back then he was even nobody, not even, no girl gave him a second glance.
And he didn't even get a date.
Yeah, and he wasn't too happy when his best friend Bucky dragged him on a double date. And what happened? So look at that. He turned around and left.
When we left the ice and McKenzie joined our world, he was fighting
aliens, androids,
and wizards. So Bruce did spend the first episode trying to teach Jen how to handle her new powers.
Yep, but come on, guys. I have something to tell you about the virginity part. Everybody sit down. Wait, do we have to sit down?
I'm going to stand up.
Sit down, Homelander.
Fine. I did say that Steve Rogers was not a virgin. In fact, he stopped being a virgin in 1943.
Who did he hook up with? Peggy? Doesn't matter? I'm rich! Hand over all your money, losers, because I'm rich! No! Dang it, Jacqueline, this isn't fair. Why would you do that? You always bet against us. That's right. You guys are going to be crying when I get done with you. Hand them all the money. Oh, this isn't fair. Woo! Wow, you're rich. Yep, I always bet against them. They say yes, I say no, and I always win. She always wins. Wait. So who was his girlfriend? Well, look, if it wasn't with Peggy, who was it? I don't know. One of his groupies? Dang it, Jacqueline, why you gotta be so right about everything? Guys, told you not to bet against me, okay? All right, now, cough it up, $100 each from all three of you boys. Oh, man.
And the rest of you too. Oh, come on. I hate you, Jacqueline. Why you gotta take money off of us?
Sorry, Percy, but this ought to teach you never to bet against me. Wow. Wait a minute.
Wait, the guys who wrote the story said that Steve ain't no virgin.
They didn't say when.
It wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when.
It's always a matter of when. We knew it. He ain't a virgin.
Wait. So, what does that even mean? How did everyone react?
Wait, we need to do a reaction video about that.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh my God. Oh my. Language. Such rude language. Deadpool! Hey. I tell the truth, everybody. Live with it. Hey! Who gave you the right to go through my private journals? Oops. Well, come on, Steve. We all knew it was going to happen eventually. Don't ever give me the right to go through my journals, Bruce.
Look, Steve, we've been knowing this for years. We're just coming out with the truth.
Truth smooth, you little whippersnapper. It's always been positive. Positive? Hey! Come on, Steve. You're just like every other man we know. You had a girlfriend. Ooh! Long before you had Peggy. Well, it don't matter who he was with. We all knew he was going to end up with Peggy. Yep.
Hey, it's hilarious. Yeah, there we go. Just can't get enough of the truth.
Yeah, let's look at some of these. Hey, and there's all these bad jokes about Steve Rogers. She's like, oh my God, that happened. Hey, wait, there's one that contains sentences like, Captain America. Watch your language. Shut it, Deadpool. Again. Steve is like, what the? Hey, you can't say some of that language. That's right. Oh my goodness, it happened. Hey, what? Yep. Oh yeah, he did not deserve to die a virgin. I didn't die a virgin. I had children.
Sorry, Steve. It's true. And guess what? I just made $900.
What?
I bet against 9 people.
Yeah, this is not fair. We hate you. We hate you. We hate you. No fair, honey, no fair.
Woo! Yeah!
That's right. Da 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 da. We're loving it. That's right. He slept with some random woman. Some random woman. Yeah, they tricked me. Hey, come on. We knew it was going to happen. On a Disney Plus show. Yes. But please, that ain't the first thing I'm going to be interested in. I want to know what led that to happen. I'll never tell you. I got your diary. Give it back. Nope. Give it back. Nope. Give it back. Nope. Here you go, Jen. Thanks. Okay, guys, we're going to take a short break. And then we got one more thing we need to be working on. Yes! Oh, and before we end this show, we get to do one thing. One thing that we've been meaning to do since the show began. Why? Uhura's greatest hits! Yes! That means we're doing the animated feature films, the show, and the movies. That's right. And all that played by Nichelle Nichols, the late Nichelle Nichols. Yeah. Yep, she did it all. Well, at the end of just a few weeks ago, she died. Aww. She did Star Trek, the TV show, and the movies. Yep, and she broke new ground when she did Star Trek. Yep, Broadway made her offer she was sure she couldn't refuse. Dr. King begged her, don't quit. So she stayed. That's why she stayed. Right, here it is. Time. Yep, but now she's going to that undiscovered country. We get a collection of her greatest hits. Charlie X, where she sings. Yeah. I mean, she did almost fall victim to the man. She almost fell victim to the man trap. Yeah. She dealt with a teenage boy who had developing emotions and reality warping powers. And she sang. She did sing. And then, of course, they did give us a little glimpse of Uhura versus Spock in a relationship, which the Kelvin movies were so generous to give us. Yep, at that time. Another one of her greatest hits was playing the harpsichord in the Squire of Gothels. Well, she and the rest of the Enterprise dealt with some random teenage boy who called Trelane, who is now a precursor to Q. And if anyone starts comparing me to Q, I will slap them. I am not a Q. Oh, yeah. He takes everybody who worked on the bridge down to his house and made Uhura play the harpsichord while he dances with a random yeoman. Yep. She must have had a lot of fun playing. But when Kirk got the upper hand, she is happy to go back to business. The Changeling, where she got zapped by Nomad. Ouch! Oh. Oh no! He zapped her brains. Ah. So, she got mind wiped? Yeah, all she did was sing. Jeez. Leave her alone, will ya? But she can only speak Swahili, which hardly anybody else spoke, so she started to retire. Well, don't worry. She was back to normal, back to being smarter than everyone else, which is what we need. Mirror, Mirror. One of the best episodes ever, where Kirk, Scott, McCoy, and Uhura themselves all got stuck in a mirror universe where everybody is evil. Oh no, they're evil. Oh yeah. So what does she do? 3 things actually. One, she helps them get back to the universe. And the one thing to do that is to seduce evil Sulu and then slap him. Yeah, she seduces evil Sulu and slaps him. Yep. And not only that, she slapped him in front of everybody. Yep, you know the rules, and so do I. And then not only that, she helped fight Spock. Oh, yeah, evil Spock. Yeah, and gave Kirk the weapon he needed to stop evil Spock from being, evil. And not only that, she even took down the captain's woman. Jeez, she even took down She took down the captain's woman. Dang. Yeah. And not only that, The Trouble with Tribbles. The biggest episode in the history of Star Trek. If you want to show somebody Star Trek, do The Trouble with Tribbles. Yeah. 1 part comedy, 3 part science fiction, and scores of tribbles. They cause trouble for everyone. So guess what? A salesman gave her a trouble. And then her pet had babies. And those babies grew and had more babies. Yeah. Yikes. There was the how? How did that happen? Oh no. All she did was get a pet, and it just caused them but trouble. The gangster of Triskelion, where she got to fight, where she got to fight off some guy coming in to attack her. Oh, so she, Kirk, and Chuckle were forced to be gladiators. Oh, don't worry. They free themselves and the slaves. Next, she fell victim to the Tholian web. Oh, they lost Kirk, and while they're trying to get him back, they all fall victim to the web. And not like that, she was all dressed up. She got out of uniform. Yeah, she was getting ready for bed when she saw Kirk, and just lost her mind, screaming for help. She ran off screaming for help, and then everybody dreamed that they saw Kirk, and they got him back. The little stepchildren, which gave us the shocking moment in the history of Star Trek. Not just that, the history of television, where Kirk and Uhura kiss. And we did talk about how behind the scenes Shatner and Nichols ruined that take. They ruined all the non-kiss takes, which was smart. Yep, and there it was. And that was a bold move. Yeah, another one of her greatest hits. The Lorelei signal. She was fourth in command, which meant she had to take charge. She had to take charge when all the men fell under the spell of the sirens. It was up to her to save them all. Yay! And not like that, Kirk asked Spock to go back and call the ship and tell them to send an all-female rescue team. That was a smart move. They literally she took command, and they literally just saved everybody. Yep, that's right. That's what they get. Once upon a planet where they went to an amusement park, and Uhura gets kidnapped by the computer operating the park. So she did try to talk some sense into it. Oh no. And when that didn't work, she had to call the one person who she knew could talk some sense to a computer. Kirk, the movies. The movies? Oh, yeah. So the movies had her back to her day job. Of course, in the search for Spock, she pulled a feather on Mr. Adventure. Yep, that's what we're calling him, Mr. Avenger. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. She locked him up in a closet while helping her friends steal the Enterprise. And not like that, that she and Chekhov went to Enterprise aircraft carrier, and she and Chekhov ended up saving the day again. Of course, Chekhov fell and hit his head and had to be saved from modern medicine. Oh, yeah. And not only that, at the final frontier, she said to the HE double hockey sex days, I'm gonna do a sexy fan dance to distract a bunch of gangsters and capture them. She did. She did. And then her last appearance as Uhura was she literally saved everybody again by suggesting that what if they had a tailpipe? All right. And even had dinner with Klingons. Yeah, dinner with Klingons. Well, there you have it. So we have her singing, we have her participating in certain off-ship events, bringing in pets, and generally saving everybody. That's right. She certainly lived long and prospered, and now she goes towards that undiscovered country. Yep, and where she joins Leonard Nimoy, James Doohan, DeForest Kelly, Nichelle Roddenberry, and Gene Roddenberry. And that's where she went and joined all of them. And now one day, we too will see that undiscovered country. But your plastic toys, that ain't gonna stop us from getting there. And not only that, I think it's time to call it in to the show. The Tribute Show. Okay, everybody. Now, I own the show, and the show is over. So, meow. Hey, and don't forget to catch us doing a full-length review of the show right after we give it a second viewing. Yep, and we're all going to react to it. Yes! So, actually, tomorrow is Gene Roddenberry's 101st birthday. But we had to do it on a Thursday, now. Okay, everybody. We will see you next week. But I won't, because I'll be doing Camp Moonstone, filming it, and releasing it. I think we've been told on Saturday. He hates Saturday working. Okay, we'll see you all later. Oh, and if you do not subscribe to this channel and leave a nice comment and like this video and share it with your friends, you will experience endless pain. Oh God, Star Child. Hey, can you not give everyone endless pain? Well, at this point, it's rather pointless to ask him to stop giving us endless pain, because he always does that. Okay, I'll see you all next week. Bye. Hey, the one we're calling Dr. Bell Guy. He's the one who's gonna make us feel alright. Morbius is our Dr. Bell Good. He's gonna be your Dr. Acula. Meow.